Theater Thursday continues, crossing the river now to Manchester, where the classic courtroom drama 12 Angry Jurors puts the spotlight on justice, bias, and the power of one voice to change the conversation. And joining us now are two of the stars at the Little Theater of Manchester's production, Rick Malone and Jennifer Madison. Guys, it's wonderful to have you in the studio. The 12 Angry Jurors origin story is kind of coming from the iconic play 12 Angry Men. So how is this a little bit different, but also the same if somebody's not familiar with that first production?
Well, it originally began as a teleplay in the early 50s.
Very cool.
Which was a live broadcast of the show.
Wow.
Then it turned into the stage production, which we're doing now, and then it became the classic 1957 film, 12 Angry Men with Henry Fonda, Lee J. Cobb, just a classic.
That's pretty amazing. That's really special. If they haven't seen the production itself, what are some constant themes throughout?
You know, it has a lot of themes in it.
Yeah.
Basically, in my sense, is that you have an individual who has the courage to stand up to 11 other jurors and say, let's talk about this case before jumping to conclusions.
Yeah.
Let's put aside our prejudices, our preconceived notions, and let's talk about it. Let's listen to each other. And eventually, that is the process that we go through.
Okay, sounds really relatable in today's world, right? So the origin story, 12 Angry Men, was all men. 12 Angry Jurors is now kind of, it's both men and women. So Jennifer, what's it like being a part of this production? It's pretty special, right?
It's been really neat to be part of it, and I've really appreciated that. On the one hand, we haven't really changed many of the lines to make it 12 Angry Jurors. You know, changing it from saying, well, gentlemen, blah, 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 to ladies and gentlemen, but nothing fundamental about that has had to change. But it has been really neat to approach it and figure out, well, how would my character be reacting? And our director, Joy Graybo, gave us all kinds of homework in the early days of rehearsals, including some basic guidance in terms of how she saw each of our characters, what the motivations were, what they didn't like, what they did like, and then asked us to come up with what was our name, what was a day in the life looking like, and to then really think about, well, how would my character with this foundation respond? Like, how would I follow the conversation? Not just, oh, I have to say this line here, but what's my way of following that bouncing ball? Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. And this production particularly is unique. You guys don't have character names, you have numbers. Juror number 1, juror number 2. Who are you guys, and what is your character?
Well, I'm juror number 3.
Okay, got it.
And I am the antagonist in the play.
Okay, you don't give antagonist energy.
I do?
No,
I don't.
Not in real life, at least.
Well, thank you.
I'm sure he's wonderful at his job.
Very good at it on stage.
Absolutely, I believe it. So we have juror number 3 right here, antagonist. What's the
well, juror number 8 is the juror who is the one who stands up and says, let's talk about it. I'm going to vote not guilty. Let's talk about it. Let's go through the facts and the evidence. And I have preconceived notions about the case. I have prejudices. My prejudices, my backstory just blinds me to any type of discussion about the case itself. So it's the conflict between 3 and 8, I believe, is where you get the tension from for the play.
Got it. You're not 8, are you?
No, I am not.
Got it.
I am juror 6. And I do a lot of weighing what everyone says. I really spend the whole time, oh, well, that's a really good point. And I take notes throughout the whole thing as my juror. And so by the end, I have 2 pages of notes of like, oh, well, he said this. Well, but then she said that. But, well, and, you know, I really try to weigh out all these different things that I really appreciate how the other characters are offering thoughts on the case, some of which I didn't think about. And, you know, I
have to work through all of it together.
Well, the premise of the show is a 19-year-old is accused and tried for the murder of his father. He's a male. And now you have 12 people who don't know each other, different ages. We have mixed race cast. We have women. We have older people, 20-year-old up into the early 70s. So you bring all these people together and try to agree.
Yeah, you're moving
like
that
a real
story
jury.
like a real jury. That's right, exactly, right? Little Theater Manchester, of course, it's in Cheney Hall until August 16th. Come see these guys work through it all together. Really special show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Abby.
Appreciate it.